Welcome everyone to our weekend analysis this evening. Hope you all had a lovely weekend and are ready for the week ahead. So, just to quickly go through what we have this coming week. So, this Monday we have New Zealand CPI, and then on Tuesday we have Government Bailey speaking. This is like red flag news. Then on Wednesday it's gonna be a blank day. We ain't gonna have any news. Thursday will be packed with government Governor Bollock speaking for Aussie. Then we're gonna have flash PMI for the euro, and then also pound PMI. Then we're gonna be having also the interest rate for the euro as well on that same day. So the euro is gonna be hot, and then we're also gonna have the unemployment claims for the US, and also flash PMI for the US as well. Then lastly on Friday, we're going to conclude with retail sales. So that is what we have in store for this week. And do not forget, we still have the promo running. That is the Heat Wave 35. We get 35% off, which is valid for the 25K to 300K accounts, and the offer ends on July 28th at 11:59 CET. So without further ado, let us get right into our market analysis for this evening. So starting off with the dollar index. So with the dollar index, we were looking to come up here for the week, as seen from previous week. Then we did have ourselves coming en route to that level. Then we had more like a Trump spike. That's what I'm gonna call it. It literally created like a T over here, like across the market. So this was the Trump spike, where everything came back to the same level that it was going at first. It didn't really feel out this spike. We can see that on a lot of pairs, even the euro, you name it. So this was a Trump spike. And so this week we are still looking to make a new high that is at 9940. So we're looking to come around this area for this coming week. So I am still with the dollar strength for this coming week. So let's keep an eye and watch on that. And let's look at dollar Mexican. So dollar Mexican, we did have that push as well to the upside, but we didn't quite reach this specific level around the 1900 level for the week. So we yet to see if that actually pans out this week as well. We're still looking, if we do go below around this area, then this may be an invalidated bullish reversal on US dollar Mexican. And let's look at US dollar yen. So US dollar yen was also affected, where we literally came back into this resistance level becoming support, but we actually dipped even as deep as this resistance level becoming support, and then became support again. So we literally bounced off of that. So this coming week on dollar yen, we seem to probably be coming back all the way up here. So we're looking to make a new high for the week right above here around 149,200, where we could even be seeing ourselves even touching 150 for a dollar to the yen. So we're still looking on strength for the dollar for this coming week. Same with euro dollar. It had the upside down Trump T over there, and we made a new low. Then we started making a pullback over here. So this coming week, I do think we're gonna complete this pullback and make also a new low about here, somewhere around the 615 600 level. So that's where we're looking to come to with euro dollar. Then CAD Swiss. So CAD Swissy, we also had the Trump effect. We did reach the level we're looking for around this area, and we bounced off of it, and then we came all the way down. So for this coming week, what I think is that we might actually be coming down all the way here to make a new low. I feel CAD Swiss right now is now over its point. Like, we came over here, this was our target for the week, and I think we are done with that. So we might actually be coming down all the way here, making a new low, as the overall trend for CAD Swiss is bearish. So we might be coming to 57900 for this coming week on CAD Swiss. So let's keep an eye watch on that. And then let's also look at pound yen. So pound yen, we made a new high. We're looking to make a new low over here, but that didn't quite pan out. We were actually on the way there, but things changed around this area. But we are still looking, probably next week we can change this target to here around 198. This is where we're looking to come down to. So that is my anticipation for the week with pound yen. Then let's look at pound dollar. So pound dollar, we are finally reached this lower point that we're looking for. And guess what? We literally bounced off this level. So 133,750 was reached. We bounced off of this. The trend line was broken. Yay. So what does this mean next? So next for this coming week, we're not going to push this much further up, but I do think we might even actually just come into this area. We're not going to push all the way up here to this resistance level. I feel this is a bit too far for the market. So the market analysis has kind of changed now. I'm looking that we actually make targets. I'm sure you've noticed this. So this is what I am aiming for, so that you can see what the market actually does. So this coming week, on pound dollar, I do think we're gonna come all the way up here, 36200. And if we do continue all the way down here, like we violate this previous low, so I believe we're kind of holding this position here. If we do breach below this low of 33600, then I do think we're gonna continue bearish for the rest of the week. But overall, for this coming week, I do see us coming to 35200. So that's the level I believe we're going to come to for this coming week, especially since we have like a lot of highly packed news on Thursday. Then let's look at gold. So gold, we made this Trump spike to the upside, but we didn't quite reach our target for the week. That was around the 3390. So this week I'm still bullish on gold. So I do think we'll be aiming to come back here around the 3380 area. We actually just touched 3377, if I'm not mistaken. And so I do think this coming week this might just be a minor pullback, and then we might be continuing all the way up to make a new high over here. Then if things do go well, then we could be even touching 3380. But overall, if we do go below this previous support level over here, then I believe we're going to be bearish, and then probably even aiming to come all the way down here to this level around 310. So that is my anticipation for this week on gold. Then let's look at NAS 100. So NAS 100 has been making new highs, and we're looking for a pullback over here. So this actually happened into this area. So since this pullback has happened, I'm looking for us to make a new high for the week over here. So even this pullback can even pull back even deeper, probably into this area, if we do not make a pullback immediately on Monday, or if we do not make a new high rather on Monday. So I believe a pullback could even come as low as this area down here. So this is another support area that we could come down to. if this does not hold and make a new high. So for this week, we're not going to push too far for the target. We're just going to look to make a new high right above here around the 23150 area. If that doesn't happen on Monday or Tuesday, then I do think we're going to have a retracement around the 2 to 850 area, and then probably bounce from here, then continue all the way up, maybe to even finish off the week and then make a new high. But we're yet to see what happens when that does pan out for Monday. But Monday, Tuesday, I do think we're going to make a new high right here. So if you have probably a low stop loss over here, that could be great. And then you could be aiming probably for a 1.5 to 1 on NAS 100. Now let's look at crypto, starting with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we have this high over here that has still not yet been touched around the 123 area. I did say we could be probably reaching 130. But for this week, I do think we're just rather going to consolidate for the rest of the week around this area of the 121 and the 116 area. I think Bitcoin has literally lost its steam for the week, so I think we're going to be consolidating for the remainder of this week. And then let's actually look also on Ethereum. So Ethereum has been making new highs. It actually broke through this resistance level. So what does that mean for this coming week? So this coming week, I do think we're gonna be really strong for the week. We reached this another level of resistance over here. We bounced off of that, like we can't seem to be coming down, but this still looks strong from my perspective. It still looks strong. So for this coming week, I do think we're gonna probably come down here as a pullback, then bounce roll all the way here, and then make a new high over here around the 3800. Maybe we coming to 3900. We could be possibly coming all the way there. So let's keep an eye on that. So we'll be looking for a pullback into this area. Once that is done, then probably we could be looking to make a new high afterwards. But if we do continue moving down forward, and then we also violate this support level around here on Ethereum, around the 3500 level, then we could be bearish for a little while, and then we could even be coming all the way down here to the 3000 level. So keep an eye watch on that. So this is where we conclude with our weekly analysis. Thank you, Alawa. Yes, we did try our best to give the best analysis for the week, and most of it surprisingly pans out. Yeah, so if you've been following us for quite a while, you know that our analysis is usually on point because we know what we're talking about for most of the time. So I do hope you enjoyed this week's analysis. If this is when you're joining us, be sure to watch the replay, which will be available right after this live. So don't forget once more, join OFP funding and use the 35% discount to get the 35% off. The 25 to 300k accounts is the funding, which is valid till the 28th of July at 11:59 p.m. CET. So keep that in mind. The promo code is HeatWave35. You can also see it in the description. You can just easily copy it and then go onto the website and enter it at checkout, and you get a 35% off any account worth 25k, going all the way up to 300k. So I hope you have a lovely week. Stay safe out there in the markets. The markets aren't your friend, so you gotta always use those stop losses and good risk management. And I will be seeing you all on Wednesday. And yeah, apart from that, you have a lovely day, everyone, and we'll be seeing all of you on Wednesday for more analysis to see how the week panned out.